Hello, sir. Good day. So, for my accomplishment today on this project was more on still revisions, or not like revisions, but more on bug fixing some errors. So, first of all, what I did is added height on the validation. So, as you can see here on the contact us page, this right here, this image, based on the height right here. So, it is flex, but so when we hit this button, then a validation prompts, so it doesn't break the image now. So previously it was breaking the image since having this prompts process gives height to here on the fields, meaning this one will be get stretched out again, and then this image will you will see the empty space right here of from the image not connecting right here on the edge. So right. So before continuing my next accomplishment, let's talk about this project setup for this project. So this project uses Nux, which is a framework of Vue. So Nux provides the usage of the components, meaning we can just import some of the sections that are repeating. So that is more efficient for us developers to implement. And then next is Nux provides server, which is a very good thing since we are using single page applications, which is SPA. So as you can see, when we hit, when we go to other pages, it goes smoothly without reloading the page. So as you can see here. So if you ever go to the other website, let's say, for example, let's click other love link. So you can see here that it will refresh. The fav icon. But right here, as you can see, it doesn't refresh since we're using the SPA. Plus, we're using the server, meaning we can implement the SAO for this project. So, continuing for my next accomplishment. So, I've already, let's just see the validation prompts that doesn't break the image anymore. So, the next thing that I did was fix overflowing elements in 400 pixels below dimension. So, previously, since this project was already deployed, so as you can see here, when we hit the mobile version, we can clearly see here that it doesn't overflow because right here on the around 400 below, which is here, which is the mobile small screen, this one right here, the field right here goes overflow, meaning it overlaps here, goes to outside of this element, which is bad design or bad implementation of the field. So what I did here was just apply the with full, meaning with 100%, meaning if ever this field right here is being capped by the element right here, since this doesn't take 100%, so it below 100%, so it just follows that one, so it doesn't overlaps anymore. So the next thing that I did was adjusted the plugin, which is plugin for the translation. So this right here, I plan to revert this plugin because it was having still some errors, but right now it's causing a lot more error, I think, for the translation. But it doesn't really show, affect the pages. It just shows when you hit refresh, it goes back to Korean, which is the placeholder. And then as you can see, it is not clickable anymore. So the last thing that I did, or the previous version of this, actually works. So when we hit this one, and then we hit the Korean, and then we hit the English again. So as you can see, it doesn't change. So that's why haven't foreseen the problem unless I am in the production. So that's what I'm trying to figure out now on how to solve it. So that is still in progress. So I'm still figuring out what to do about that one on the placeholder error, which doesn't change, and then make the button selectables because since I think we have to also implement this on the server side. And then the next thing that I did was change company address. So it is this revisions is based on what our team member provided to me. So this right here is a Korean address. So it was actually using the incorrect address for the Korean. So this is the English one, and then we hit the Korean. So this is the one that is correct. So I want to change that one into the correct. And then next is tested both local and production email functionality. So right now, the email that the email functionality that I've used is email.js. Then I've set up the email to be sent to my account so that I could test this out. So here is a local. So I'm just going to use the production one. So let's first explore on this production. So this right here. So first, let's just test this out, the contact email. So let's see, something like test3@gmail.com. Hit send, and then. So hit refresh, and you should be able to see that it is working. So hello, you've received a new message from test3@gmail.com that would like to receive promotional emails, so something like advertisement emails. So next thing is the contact us form. Since I'm using two different templates, well, that is the first one, which is for receiving promotional emails. Now this one is for more like contact us or contacting to the company. So you just hit the fake filler for us, so we don't have to fill this one, and then we hit send, and we already submit, hit all the fields, and then we receive the success feedback. Hit refresh on our email, and we should be able to see the message. As you can see here, it has a lot of fields showing now. You got the message from Neovin at mailinator.com. So we can see that it is working. So right now, I'm going to change the email.js to use the company email, which is right here. So I'm gonna use that one, and then continue fixing the plugin for the translation in production since the local is already working. So I'm just going to change the production one, but I'm still going to test that out through my version, so it doesn't have to use the production link uh, many times for testing. I'm just going to use the versatility for that one. So that is all for my accomplishments, sir. Thank you.